Now, the exercise I'm about to show you is not for everyone. It's more for the analytical, systematic learners out there. But even if you think it's not for you, give it a try, see what it's like. You might be surprised. The cool thing is you can even do this exercise without your guitar, so that's cool for commuting or just those little downtimes during the day when you're not necessarily with your guitar. So let's go. I almost wanted to say part 1 is easy, but it's not. It's not for everyone. So let's see what it's like. We're on the G string, which is the 3rd from the bottom. 5th fret with the index finger, put that in place, try to make sure that you're next to the fret which is to the right, then middle finger on the 6th fret, ring finger on the 7th, and little finger on the 8th. Don't take too much pressure and see what it's like from all different angles here when I hold it down. So if my thumb like opposite the middle of that, the center of that pressure applied on the front, it's not here, it's not there. It's like on the middle line of the neck. I have my wrist almost straight. My arm is in its natural position. I keep my fingers round, but they're not too round at the moment. I don't have them that the B string is free, not like that, but round enough that the E string is free. If you got that, great. If not, that's no problem. So even if you have like 2 fingers on one fret, that's no problem. You can still do the exercise. Part 2 goes like that. You lift the index finger and you tap it on the place where the index finger belongs. So G string 5th fret. Take your time. Take as little pressure as possible. And all other fingers remain in place here. Now that was the easy bit. Part 3 looks like that. So we do the same thing with all other fingers. The index finger was easy because the index finger is so well trained. It's our pointer. We do so many things with the index finger. Let's see what all others can do. So now it's the middle finger's turn. All other fingers remain in place. And you tap with the middle finger on the exact same spot where the middle finger belongs. So G string 6th fret. And again here, keep an eye on the pressure. Not your blood pressure, but the pressure that you apply on the fretboard. Shouldn't be too high. And now ring finger, it's getting a bit harder. Because the ring finger, we don't really do something with it. And you guess right, the little finger's turn. That feels a bit more free here because it's the other hand of the side here. It's not somewhere in the middle. But again, like with the little finger, what do we do with it? Nothing. And part number 4 looks like that. We do that in pairs. So index and middle finger. You lift them together and you hit the string together. Try to move them as if there were one finger. Really together. And keep an eye on the pressure here of those fingers remaining on the fretboard. You don't want to crack the neck. Now it's getting more difficult. Part 5 is ring and little finger. So that's a bit more tricky here. It can take some time even just to lift them. And again here the goal is act as one finger. Let them act as one finger. Does that make sense? Move them as if there were one finger. Maybe like that. Again, keep an eye on the pressure. Now the ultimate challenge, index and ring finger together. And middle and little finger stay on the fretboard. It sometimes looks easy when someone else does it, but if you try it yourself, it's tricky. Now middle and little together. That is tricky. But you definitely need that. I mean, even as a beginner, all those chord changes, that's exactly what you do. Some fingers you have to keep them in place, or at least almost, and some others you have to move a wider distance. Now the ultimate challenge. We take index and ring finger together, and we alternate that with middle and little. So index, ring, middle, little. Index, ring, middle, little. Looks easy, right? If you need any help with your guitar playing, then check out highguitar.com where you can get one-on-one lessons. I understand how frustrating it is to be enthusiastic about guitar playing but not know where to start or what to do next. And that's why every month I help dozens of people just like you to learn guitar quickly, and I'd love to do the same for you. And as I said, you can easily do that without your guitar, just on your leg or on a book or something while you're commuting. And another plus is it's a very quiet exercise. Like that video, it's a quiet video. And that's cool because you don't hear all those notes which are distracting or can be distracting. It's not like the spider where you hear all those weird notes coming out of your guitar and you just don't know what to focus on, right hand, left hand, dynamics, synchronization, whatever. But this exercise is different. You just lift and tap your fingers here. You can fully focus on your left hand fingers. I'm sure you can easily improve your finger dexterity with this exercise. Do you wonder why music theory is a huge block for guitar beginners? Watch this next.